Hi guys, I'm Shmee. I have taken over from Nabil here on the Topaz Detailing channel to introduce you to my Zenvo TSRS here at Topaz Detailing for full paint protection film. It's actually not the first TSRS that has been here. There have been two previously, so I know that my car is in good hands. It's a very special car, a very bespoke car, and I think I'm actually going to be having a go at some PPF installation myself exclusively here very shortly. So let's see how that's going to go in just a moment. Beforehand though, the TSRS is a highly limited car. My particular example is in this wonderful Lila Perlemor paintwork. We spent a lot of time at the factory in Pastu in Denmark going back and forth to create the colours. It's complemented with the contrast, the accent in lime gron, and finished with the exposed carbon with this wonderful inlay weave that you can see the hexagonal shapes over the top of the car and even the Zenvo logo and lettering that you find in the lower door panels. But I spent a lot of time working on the specification with the team at the factory to create something totally bespoke, something out there, something that suits the brutish character of the car, that stands out, that's a bit different. This is a car that runs 1,360 horsepower when it's on E85. It's a car that makes a thunderous soundtrack from the 5.8 litre twin supercharged V8 and has a wealth of carbon fibre, lightweight for the body panels, lots of aero with the centripetal rear wing, which is often known as the crazy wing. It pivots from side to side to help with downforce through cornering. It's quite something to see in action, but it's a car that means a lot to me, hence like all of the Shmee150s, my cars, it's come here to Topaz. It's my turn to give this a go, and I've had a bit of a briefing, and to be fair, I've actually watched the process quite a few times. Remove watch, anything that could damage or scratch or anything like that. Gloves on, of course. We're going to be doing, or I'm going to be trying, for my first ever PPF installation, the quarter light panel here around the fuel cap. We've got the template already. It's been IPA'd and cleaned up. So squeegee and slip solution. And there's a whole process to this. And fingers crossed, I'm going to manage to work out what I'm doing. Spray it all down. I know that's how you start. Squeegee it out. Going to do 2 rounds of this. Second round. Leave it like that. Okay. So, clever trick on the pocket. Here's one we prepared earlier, just so I could actually do it. Squeeze. Peel back while I make sure I get this correctly. This is the hard bit for a complete newbie. I don't know what I'm doing.
20 minutes later.
Right. With this, so that it doesn't make a mess. Which way around are we? Probably needed a bit more slip solution on there. But roughly speaking, it goes into place. Roughly. Spray the top of the material so it doesn't get damaged with our squeegee in a second. Make sure it lines up, pick some points. Obviously this is made templated to go over there. I need to rotate it down a bit to line it up down here and in here. There's definitely techniques to this which I don't have. So let's just make sure it's fully sprayed on top. We can move it all around, make sure it's in the right position, but then this is where we use the fix solution and spray this through, which washes out the slip solution when you squeegee it to hold it into place. So if I'm not mistaken, that is now fixed around that point. Yes, there's far less movement in it, so keep it slipped on the surface for the time being. Then we go back to our fix solution and work from the top and squeegee that out to make sure it holds from that position, and then keeping it with the slip solution on the top, we work it out from there. Presumably we try and get some more fixed solution somewhere from this side. But that's a bit harder. I don't quite know how you do that. I haven't got the easiest of shapes here, clearly. Maybe we pull it out and work it out from there. This is going to go horribly wrong.
A few moments later.
I've got a bubble under here though. Bit of training needed. Making a start. I'm armed with my slip and my fix, and another area that's going to be a little bit harder. That one is basically flat. So that was the template, and it was quite an easy place to begin. This is going to be a little bit more complicated, and this is what's going to show why you need an expert to do this. To work on the mirror, the upper surface of the mirror, and down towards the edges. So we do exactly the same thing. It's been prepped, it's already had preparation before this. Squirt it all again, keep the squeegee here, pop that on my pocket, unpeel this, which we'll need, becoming a pro at this bit. Need to cut out the shape, there we go. There we go. Gonna work this out. Goodness me, I don't know what I'm doing.
Few inches later.
You can lock all
And then
this,
work up.
and then lock everything up to the line, and then I would stretch to there.
So it stretches.
Yeah. You
Okay,
have to
gotcha.
stretch
With this in place then, it's basically just a squirt all the water everywhere. We're gonna line it up from the turn signal in this lower section. That doesn't seem too difficult. Bit of fix in here. To hold that in place. Yeah, there we go, already got that wrong. So need to lift it, get some slip solution back in, move it back into place. I've not done this very well. There we go, come on. Start again. It's really hard to do the minor adjustments and get it all right. Like, to know exactly where it goes is one thing, but to be able to fix it in that position is completely another.
6.5 hours later.
This is where I start to question why I'm trying this, because it's not very easy.
Day 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I politely recommend that you hire professionals to install your paint protection film. When in doubt, ask Carl for help. There's a trick.
You should basically have to make sure like this is locked, so that means that area doesn't move.
Yeah.
It still moves a bit.
I can take half credit for this.
That's alright. You can take the whole credit. It's fine.
Yes, you don't want a piece done so badly in your name.
You don't need to be very gentle with this.
1 eternity later.
Mission success. Kinda. Could be worse, but definitely seek professional help to do this correctly. Well, the panel for the door has just arrived, and I think that's my cue to hand the gloves over to the professionals, because while I might have got it on to some extent, and to be honest, without too many bubbles, you certainly want this to have full coverage. I don't want any stone chips, I don't want any issues. The guys here are absolute top of the job, know exactly what's going on. So onwards with the protection on my Zenvo TSRS.